In this video, I'm going to be discussing whether or not you should be doing upright rows and whether or not I recommend them. And the first thing I say is they do help your shoulder health. Many people say that the impingement of the shoulders at the top of the movement hurts your shoulders, but I completely disagree. Like everything in weightlifting, where you train a movement to be strong at the weakest moment, that greatly increases the strength and the health of your muscle in that spot. So doing upright rows and strengthening your shoulder in the impinged position will help your shoulder health. I find that if I'm doing upright rows consistently in my workouts, I have zero issues with injuries in my side or front delts. And these do help your side, front, and your delts all in once, this movement. So it is pretty effective. But I think the best benefit of the upright row is that it trains the peak and the front of your bicep. Most curls, believe it or not, train the side of your bicep that's to the back when people don't see when you're flexing. But when you do upright rows, that trains the front of your bicep that people do see when you're flex. So it is effective in that way. The negatives of this is that it does become very hard to increase the weight fast once you get to about 135 using a barbell. So you're not going to be really going that high most likely. And then you'll need to use very high volume to gain progressive overload because there's not many ways to change the variation of this exercise. So yeah, and it also could be technically a redundant movement. It's very easy to get the benefits of this movement with just doing simple things like curls and simple shoulder presses and the rear delts. So yeah, this is technically redundant, but it does have the benefits of shoulder health and training the front of your bicep. So I'd say that I think you should consider doing this movement, but you don't have to. But I would say that the people who say that this is bad for your shoulders are definitely wrong. So if you feel like you're into the upright row and it feels decent for you, I would say that keep at it and definitely include it in your training regimen.